Hey, this is Donnie Smith. In this video, we're going to talk about if body filler can be applied over paint. That's a common question I get about, if you can apply body filler over paint, over sanded paint, or does it need to be taken down to the bare metal? And whenever I learned how to do this, I was always taught that it should be taken to the bare steel, to the bare metal. And that was the proper way to do it. However, I was also taught during the, the lacquer and the enamel days, and some things have changed. We since then have started using urethane paints. And I know a lot of technicians have started putting it over sanded paint. But there is a catch to that, or maybe a misconception of the process of that. Now, anyone that recommended that, usually it was to be applied over OEM paint. And what that is, it's paint that comes from the factory. The car has never been repainted, so it's factory paint. Now, there are some benefits to that. Obviously the first one is it's a lot quicker. You don't take as much time sanding or grinding the paint off. And another benefit is that you're not removing, the factory corrosion protection that the factory has on the vehicle. So there's some benefits to it, but the problem with this is one technician may be doing it properly, and another technician may see him, or her doing that. And they see them putting it over sanded paint, so they start sanding everything and putting body filler over all sanded paint. And that's where most of the problems that came from, because I know some of us have had problems with that as well, and that's usually where the problems come from. But since then, there's some other things to put into the equation as well. Maybe it worked fine over urethane, but what about a waterborne paint, now that we have waterborne paint? So there's a lot of different things that may cause some problems for, by putting body filler over paint. But enough about what I think and what I've seen. I'm going to kind of look at what's some of the manufacturers are saying. About a year ago, I went to 3M's headquarters. I visited their headquarters and got to see their labs and where they make body fillers and all that. So when I was there, I asked them. I said, "Can body filler be applied over paint?" And this is what they said. They said that body filler should not be applied over sanded paint. They said that this can cause repair mapping, and it was explained to me that many technicians mistake this for sand scratch swelling or primer shrinking, when in fact it's the chemicals in the body filler attacking the layers of paint and causing this to look like a shrinking problem or something like that. So they recommend that you do not apply it over any coatings, that it is taken down to the metal. So that's what 3M has to say. Now, I didn't go to Evercoat's facility, but I did do a little research to see what they said about this. And here's what they said. Our fillers are designed to work over bare, properly prepped substrates such as steel, aluminum, galvanized steel, stainless steel, fiberglass, and SMC. Some people prefer applying epoxy primer over bare substrates to enhance corrosion protection. Our products don't need to be applied over epoxy for corrosion protection as long as the bare surface area is clean and no surface rust or contamination is present. However, some auto manufacturers do require body filler technicians to coat the bare metal surface with epoxy before applying fillers. If you are performing warranty work, you should consult the manufacturer of the automobile for the recommended procedures. Fillers and putties will normally work okay over properly sanded with 80 to 180 grit sandpaper cured OEM paint. However, with so many different types of aftermarket paints available, lacquer, enamel, urethane, water-based, we recommend that all paint be removed where filler is going to be applied. So that's what Evercoat says. So it's kind of a little bit gray there, but they say it should work okay, but they recommend going ahead and take it to the metal. So in my opinion, it's kind of like the house foundation. I'm sure we've all heard that example. For example, if the house is only good as the foundation. I mean, you can spend all the money in the world getting the best supplies to build a house. However, if it's on a bad foundation, you know, the house is not going to stand up. And this is a lot, you know, kind of the same with body filler. You know, the body filler is only going to be as good as what, you know, it's applied to. So if it's applied to a crappy finish, you know, probably it's not going to hold up. So it's going to have adhesion problems. Or like 3M had mentioned, it's going to cause some type of mapping problems where you can see the repair looks like sand scratch swelling or something like that. So for the safest bet, if you want a repair that's going to, you know, be right every time, and you're never worried about something biting you in the rear or whatever, you know, I'm going to recommend that you do take it to metal. Like I said, it's been done both ways, but it has come back and haunted, you know, quite a few technicians that I've heard about. So still a little bit gray, but that's my, you know, the research that I did, and I've always taken it to metal. Not saying that's the only way, but it is the recommended way. And I teach ICAR curriculum, and, you know, PPG and 3M, you know, all their curriculums say to take it to metal and extend it, you know, 2 to 4 inches so that you don't get body filler on top of any paint. So that's the most recommended way. But, you know, I am the first to admit I don't know everything, and I know there's new products coming out every day. So if you know of something out there that, you know, has recommendations to put it over sanded paint, or something quicker, easier, or something that maybe I don't even know about, be sure to leave a comment down here in the video section. I'd like to hear about it. You know, maybe there's a new body filler that, you know, it recommends, and you can see in the technical data sheet that it states that it can be applied over paint. You know, but I kind of hate to go by hearsay or what someone's doing, or seeing, you know, what has been done, you know, seeing a technician do something, unless it's I can find it in the technical data sheet where it states, you know, that it can be applied over paint, and I really haven't seen anything like that, you know, as of yet. So if you got some documentation, I'm not saying it's not out there, but I would love to see some of that, and I'll come back and talk about it if there is. But if you know a product or a technical data sheet that has on there, you know, body filler being applied over paint, you know, be sure and send that to me. Leave a comment down here, give me an email, let me know about it. You know, that'd be pretty cool to check out. And like I said, you know, there's new products coming out every day, and, you know, it just amazes me with some of the technology we have now. So anyway, leave us a comment and let us know what you do. I'm not saying anybody's right or wrong. You know, do you take it to metal, or do you put it over sanded paint? I'd like to kind of get an idea down here in the comment section to see how many of you do it these certain ways. But anyway, you know, that kind of wraps up this video. But you know, if you like this video, be sure to give us a like. And if you have any feedback or maybe some additional information, be sure to go right down here to the comment section. Leave us a comment. And anyway, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to share it with your friends, and we'll talk to you next time.